Alrighty, hi, this is User Nightworm, and the game is Summonerwar. Um, we are gonna go over guild content. I really realized on YouTube that one of my videos is picking up a pace, and it's the really old version of the guild update, which is still useful and valid, but they have done one other change that I noticed in guild content for Guild War, and we're gonna check that out. But first things first, it's not Sunday. Usually Sunday is the only day you can make your changes and apply. So please make sure that you apply on Sunday. If not, they could kick you out for that whole entire week of okay, not being able to play Guild War. Um, as you can see right now, we in the middle of a battle with Dragon Age. How y'all doing? First things first, again, like I said, always check out. It's pretty much the same on the information, registration, and declaration, and individual battles, rules, and conditions. The only difference from the old one, at that time, the original video, you could choose between having 20 versus 20 battles and 10 plus versus 10 battles and all that stuff. They don't have that anymore. So it's just all everybody in one pot now, which I hate that because we could be fighting other farming guilds and be away from the competition, competitive guilds. But generally you want to make sure when you applying that check is marked. It'll be on the bottom that says reserve guild battle. Because if you don't have that green check, that's the one thing that's still the same. Make sure you have that green check marked on Sunday that you are applying for Guild War. And I know a lot of people keep it on auto registration, but still every once in a while click that green check for registration for your guild. Because 1 week ago, we almost 1 or 2 weeks ago, we almost didn't have Guild War that week. Even though I kept it on auto, they they ended up actually trying to make us not have Guild War that week. Which that was alright. We could focus on Siege or something else. But same thing still apply. You make sure you have your members checked. Now the new thing that has changed about this, which I still don't see it as put in, is you can change your guild members now. Mid battle. So you actually can go and change out a member. Change out a member and click back on that person and click change member, and they will be in the war. I'm test that out, and you can't add no extra people, but I'm gonna test that out because I'm gonna test that out because I really 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 want to see, and the person I picked, they are a Naruto fan, so that's why I picked them. they, they, they saw that I like Naruto and picked the same icon I used to have. Oh gosh. But yeah, let's go on and skip that. Sorry, I had to throw that out there because that was funny. But nothing has really actually changed. You still have your symbol at the bottom for how long to the next battle, and once that goes up to showing a number, you can start the next war. And this also goes into the icons that I couldn't talk about in the old video. I do have another updated video from the oldest Guild War video, but I'm just gonna go and stick these two together. The old one and this one. Well, when I'm able. We gonna also talk about the icons. A lot of people talking about the 6+ rule. We don't do it, but a lot of people do the 6+ rule. And the 6+ rule is basically all these people that you see with these icons, next to their name, the 3, 2, and then you got the 1. 6+ rule is pretty much evenly out. Everybody gets about 6 points. So you can either, which I don't recommend doing the 3-3-3, but if you up there in them guilds, high guilds, competition guilds, that's a quick way to get the 6 points. Or you could do 3, 4, 5. Well, 2, 3, 2, 2, 6, 7, or just do 3, 2, 1 for 5. Either way, between 5 and 7. So, but the whole point of 6+ rule is everybody evenly plays 3, 2, 1. So everybody get a shot at hitting the whole board all the way across. But this only really actually works if you have a full active set of Guild War attackers. I just like to throw that note out there. And another thing that I really can't stress enough, especially in Guild War, please make sure your guild mates have their defense set, because if you don't have your defense set, I got everybody with their defense set. But if your guild member, especially on Sunday, does not have their guild placement or defense set up, especially for Guild War, they will not let you play. Your guild leader or your guild vices cannot put you in Guild War till you place a defense, period. Especially for Guild War. Then, of course, like I said, you got your guild battle log that shows who attacked, the defense, your battle record, and then this is the important one, the contributions. This is how you're able to tell who actually is attacking, and you can change out accordingly to who's attacking. They even have guild ranking as usual, and weekly you see your rewards, meaning 360 scam stones. I call them scam stones, to be spread out amongst the guild. So, but the contribution is the really important. I'm just gonna go on and show it, and it actually ranks everybody. And then, of course, you have people that's not playing or they doing other things. But it pretty much tell you who, who playing based on rank, and you can see who's actually fighting their guild battles and change out easily. So this is why I'm very happy that I see that new change, that you don't have to wait anymore. Because used to, whatever time you set the Guild War to start after Sunday on Monday, it's 12 hours from now. So you used to have to, let the battle go through and then try to get on right before the battle ends if you need to make any changes. Apparently, this is going to let you make changes mid-week during the war if you busy and you're not going to get back on. So this really kind of helps guild leaders and vices out. Now, I will put in the comments a little bit later to see if it actually made the change. It actually made the change. So, I will test that out and put that in the comments that they actually made the change. There was one other thing, like yes, the guildshop and everything has changed in the old setting of how it used to be. You got the normal, which is cash, ancient coins, pieces for vamp lore like Ifiti, your friend, Dark, Cowgirl still in there. And everybody says the Dark Fire Shadow Claw is a reboot of King from the Street Fighter series. Then you got your ancient crystals, which you can grind your legends and all that other stuff. I don't really do this because sometimes they don't never have the room you looking for. Like, I would if I had it. I might would get that doggone critical damage, cause that's an 11 right off the bat. And I mean, eventually you can change the death to a percentage. But look at the other ones, they flat. So that's why I don't really do a lot of them. Then, of course, you got your buildings. These are all the buildings you can buy with mana, so save up your mana to get. And these are your storage, 3 storage buildings now. And then, of course, they have the decorations for your island if you got the extra mana to do that. I don't. My mana spoken for. Yeah, they even got that little crazy funky tree at the end, yeah. Then you got your plants, mushrooms, little bushes. Then you got your glory. I don't have all of my buildings. I need to have those, so I need to do arena more. I'm just not an arena person. But try to at least get your arcane and the sky totem pole for the speed. And, if anybody else in the comments, what other buildings do you think, a mushroom, yes, mushroom. Those are the 3 I'm trying to work on. I got mushroom max, so next thing is the sky totem tribe, pole, wait a minute, what's the max level? Is it, well, it's still more than that. I got enough to at least upgrade my tribe totem speed to 9, so I can eventually do that. Then you got the suggested, which is your buying packs, which I don't. Please, I recommend you don't do that, because spending money on this game is a pit. And then, of course, they had all the different kind of packs. And also, I want to put out here on the Mystic Skill Guild Scrolls, you only get 10. So, it's going to be to those 10 people first come, first serve. So, if you are a guild leader and you don't mind spending money on that stuff, you may want to buy 2. But that's only if you interested in that stuff. Then limited is the new little other section that they bring up the same stuff that's on the right of your screen. And then of course also we go to your guild shop. They had a legendary rooms, mysterious room box. Then they had added these in the previous update before the Rise and Rave, which you can preview and put on a monster that's about 800. Now, if you in a Guardian Guild, then you can get the one where it does the little effect like that. Then you got your Mystic Scroll, Water Scroll, Fire Scroll, Wind Scroll, your one Rainbow Mon 5 Max. They stopped doing the 4-star altogether, so it's kind of tough now. Your Super Agemon, which is the ones that just max out your monster all the way to the level 40. Then you got your Summoning Skull, Almighty Summonings. I don't use those because that's kind of certain situations, and it's real kind of flaky on what it's used for. Then you got your legendary scrolls, which we all know legendary scrolls really ain't been giving anything anymore to me. So, and then of course LD if you want to collect LD. Then you got your Ifidi. Nothing has really changed on Ifidi. You still get the 10 pieces, 4,500 for one. Now they did add the cowgirl, but those are the other ones. But if you if you having a hard time getting light luring cowgirl SD, which I suggest you keep on trying versus using your guild points, but that is another option. Then they got the Reaper, which now the Reapers are 2A. So now you can get the Reapers in the 2A form. Same thing with the cats. You got your archer cats again, mommy, shark, and witch, and martial artist. You know, if you are doing the evolution, saving the stuff to get a monster like Sig uh Darky Feeded Vermos, you know, like that. Then of course you got your battle flags. I saved up enough to do this, but it's each to its own. Just because I'm the guild leader, I'm trying to slowly work on this, but this stuff is very, very, very expensive. Then you have your guild megaphone, which you can use over chat, you know, to promote your guild. And then your guild magic shop. At least make sure you get the guild magic shop, because that's really important for your guild stuff. The guild magic shop, because it changes to different rooms, and you can see every once in a while you'll get some rooms. Now it'll take 200 to refresh it, but you don't have to. It'll automatically do itself. So that's up to you as an option, especially on guildwar. And then, like I said, always check your event tab for anything going on, or you can go to media and developer notes, um, to relook over updates that have came out. And these are all the updates: World Arena Improvement, Rift Raid, Repeat, Dungeons and Artifact 2As. You know, like I said, they just did Reaper and Inugami as 2A. So, you know, Bella, Kuro, all of them if you want to get on that. And then, of course, your Battle Repeat, which it has made it a little bit simpler for some folks now. Which is going to this little icon now, and you can go to any of the arrows, Kairos, Scenario, Rift, Dimensional Hole now, and you can click, and you have the different levels to play. But eventually the whole point of it is you want to end up turning your NUs into 2A. I mean, they got the bear, griffin, fairy, and pixies for 2A, and they got your werewolf for 2A, and your cats. I strongly suggest definitely getting on your cats, especially the dark and the light for me. But I mean, all the cats have their different uses. Water and wind is cool too. So all of them got some good uses. Then you got your howls. They are in 2A, and your reapers. I used to start out with Seth as a farmer, Seth the fire reaper. So, you know, and then now they got your howls. Water is my favorite one. So you got a lot to go on through everything that's going on. I mean, I could go into more stuff, but this was mainly just showing the update on the changes in Guild War. Then of course Siege hasn't really changed that much. You put your defense. You can be a little more flexible with Siege and place who you want as far as defenses goes. But it's just you gotta have, again, just like Guild War, you gotta have a active set of people who want to play. And then of course your lab. The lab is pretty much everybody on deck. We actually cleared clear lab. So we got all our Titans done and we ended on an S. Thanks to everybody in the guild for getting there, because it has been really hard to do lab, because they don't necessarily, it's kind of like TOA a little bit. It has 3 levels, but everybody ought to be able to play something in lab. So try to make sure you stay on that and keep active. And then of course your rewards, and it can range. I didn't get nothing this time, so. And then you can even also select which different types of, if you start early and you can only hit a certain amount of type, you can change and it'll highlight the one you used to playing. So, but that is why you will see a lot on these guild megaphones that people are saying be active. I mean, it's not nothing, new, but we just want really active people. I know it's kind of hard to do with everything going on, but it is what it is. And, the more we have active people, the bigger the rewards, basically. And then if you just want to go to, I'm hoping they come out with the other 2 updates for the next couple of 2A. And then, of course, under, you got Predator again and stuff. I still haven't played Predator since. And, 14 days left. But, still Predator the same. TOA the same. Arena, they really haven't. They said they done some changes in World Arena. It's on Special League mode right now. But like I said, I don't really do Arena. Just have your setup. Yeah, I change defense very often. So, but for event going on right now, especially the 7-year, you can lower your defense for everybody else. But that's basically all that's going on right now. But I just want to focus this as an extra update to the update on Guild War. And that's just a few things that they got going on. But again, lastly, I cannot stress enough, if you join a guild, please place a defense. Automatically go on and place a defense, because we cannot put you in there. And there was also one more thing. When you look under your guild thing, you have the achievements going on, which, we got a few. Your guild shop, your info and stuff, and also putting in. But like I said, we changing over to farming because it's didn't got a little too level going on. But, and then of course your megaphone. And then you can also search up if you want to recruit some players under a list, and you can refresh this and send a request that, we looking for you to join our guild. You can also look that way for looking folks instead of wasting your guild points on a megaphone. And then the last little bit new thing that they added on, they have where they said you can assign vice still, but also they have assigned senior guild member. This is basically a rank for the 3rd member that you have as a vice captain if you have a third member as vice captain, and they also can do a few changes to Guild War if they want to. But it's pretty much just a backup vice member, but they'll be able to do a couple more changes in Guild War. Not big changes, but the other thing, of course, dismiss guild if you want, if you're a person that, don't really have an active guild, but I'm happy that I have a very active guild at this point. But that is a very hard sale, especially for Guild War, to keep active people because there's so much going on right now. So I'm not getting rid of my guild. I love it. So that ain't gonna happen. I'm just working with what I got, and I know and realize that in Summonerwar, we just ain't gonna have active people anymore. So it's just you gonna run into that problem and you have to move on and look up. But like I said, my guild is switch now. We are looking for one more attacker for Guild War, mainly a lab player, and then also Siege. So that's a little bit more of an update on what you can do. And then, like I said, the repeat battle function is there, so you can even do dimensional hole and all of them on repeat battle of 10, just like anywhere else. So that does cut down the time for you to work on dimensional hole for you, and then you can still work on some other part of the game. At first they made it where you couldn't work on that while it was going, but they done made some changes. So that's all that's going on in Summonerwar. Make sure, I don't usually buy nothing, but you take a look at your 7 year shop, and get save up and get what you need. So enjoy y'all 7 year event going on in Summonerwar. This is Nightworm in the game of Summonerwar, and this is a guild update. And I'll catch y'all later.